with Enfys Tarot. It's Monday, March 31st, 2025. So it's the last day of March. Are we going to be going out like a lamb today? I don't know. We're supposed to get some thunderstorms in this area. So we will see. Earth magic readings are for us to understand how to better connect with source energy, how to really connect with earth magic, how to be a part of this gigantic organism. It's really helpful in terms of getting centered, manifesting practice, meditation, and we get some clues from spirit to know what is the energy at play right now so that we can better utilize that energy. So that is what we're going to be doing this morning. And then I, of course, will be answering some questions. Good morning, Nightfall Vibes. How are you? Is that Vibes? Nightfall Bliss. Pardon me. Nightfall Bliss. Good morning. Let's see what's coming in here from Spirit today with the Earth Magic reading. And if you have a question, go ahead and pop it in the chat box and I will answer all the questions in order. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a really nice weekend. Let's see. Focus. Time for focus. We did have that solar eclipse in Aries, and that is a time for new beginnings. We are absolutely starting a new chapter. So focusing right now is going to be super important because it's a time for creation and new beginnings. Good morning, Divine Timing. How are you? Let's see what's coming in. Wow, and then activation. Holy shit. Yeah, this is definitely solar eclipse in Aries right now. Focus and activation. Look at this. Look at these two cards here. This is big manifesting energy. What else is coming in? Completion. Yeah, we just completed a cycle. We're starting something new, and it's so important. If you have any loose ends to tie up, it is the time to make sure those are taken care of because we're beginning to put our energies into new stuff right now. Instinct and nurturing. Nurture your instincts. These are going to be the two components that are needed in order to better understand the focus. Okay, so listen to your gut, listen to your instincts. Let nature be the guide a little bit. Remove your ego self from the equation for a minute. Don't worry about what it is you want to try to achieve in order to be better or do better. Just get really in tune with the source energy and let that guide you. Let energy and nature guide you a bit. That's our instinct. And that's going to help us know what to focus on and how to activate. So, and nurturing that as well. So let me pull a few of the Rider-Waite-Smith, see if we can get some more information. I'm feeling like we need to be surrounding our reading today. So let me do that. Ooh, got somebody in the room right now is stressing because I just got hit with a massive headache and it just like hit like a ton of bricks all of a sudden. Somebody is definitely stressing about stuff. So if you're in the room and you're feeling stressed, if you're in pain, if you're having a hard time wrapping your head around this reading, I encourage you to just acknowledge whatever sensations you're experiencing right now and then let them float off. Okay, just let them float away. Let's see what kind of guidance we can receive about this beautiful Earth Magic Monday reading, because this is so much about manifesting. So let's get some concrete direction. All right, let's get some concrete direction from the Rider-Waite-Smith. Sometimes the Earth Magic cards are so abstract that we need to get a little bit more focus on what to do. Page of Cups, be curious, okay? Be really curious. We're going to put this with the focus card. Activation gets King of Cups in reverse. Understand, like I just said, understand your physical sensations and be understanding of the people around you. know that you are not experiencing what they are experiencing at any given moment. Okay, that is going to help you remove some of the assumptions and really understand clearly what everyone is experiencing, what the vibes are. Okay, don't apply your experience to others. That's one way to activate. Okay, staying clear. Completion. Some people in the room feel like they can't put an end to a cycle. They can't end something. They're feeling trapped. And if you're feeling trapped, if you're feeling like there's no way out, you can't have closure or completion, try and understand that those are just beliefs. That nothing that you're thinking is necessarily concrete. It's movable, okay? You can complete some things if you choose to. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, it's impossible to do this, guess what? It's going to be impossible to do that. See if you can start releasing some of those beliefs, some of those swords that are keeping you trapped. Lift that blindfold, okay? What do we need to know about instinct? People. Okay, a big part of this is going to be the people you surround yourself with and how you take the lead of your own course, your own path, all right? Let your instinct guide you there. Let your instinct guide you to the people you want to surround yourself with, and let your instinct guide you to lead your own path. Really, really important. What's going on with nurturing? Don't neglect the things that you do want to be nurturing. This feels very much like it's in relationship with this. There are going to be things in your life where you're like, I can't do anything about it because of XYZ, because this is really shitty over here and I got to fix that, or I got to focus on this or that. You don't. You're being offered an opportunity. You're being offered an opportunity to be nurtured by nature, to be nurtured by source energy and by spirit. So let's be really aware when we are denying the opportunity, when we're flat out refusing the opportunities coming our way because we think that we got to focus on all the negatives and fix stuff. Okay? This is a pretty big request here. This is a pretty big task that we've been asked to handle this week. Because we do have blocks, we all have blocks, and we're not always sure how to get through those. But it's time to be working on that. So even if it starts by something as simple, something ritualistic and simple, like cleaning out a room and then like to clear things out, and then planting a house plant in a corner, in a neglected corner. Just the act of doing that can be so profoundly impactful on our psyche, and it activates what it is we want to accomplish on a bigger scale. So if you're feeling challenged by this, pick something that isn't so threatening or overwhelming and start there, okay? All right, let me go ahead. Thank you for that Earth Magic Monday reading. I am going to move these cards to the side and start answering the questions for the people in the room. Let me just give these a quick shuffle and get them cleared and ready to go. I don't know how many people I'm going to have in the room today. I started pretty early comparison to usual. Usually I'm in here right around 10, 11, and it gets busy. I don't know how many people are coming in today, but let me take a look. All right, so we do have some conversation going on here. All right, Nightfall Bliss. When will the male Aries break silence with me? Thank you. Boy, that's been a tough one, huh? When will the male Aries break silence with you? And hey, Aesthetic Delta, good morning. When will the male Aries break silence with you? I can tell you just by the feeling, the energy right now with this solar eclipse last week in Aries. Some Aries are really being drawn by that energy, and they are in a place where they feel like they are ready to walk away from certain situations and into brand new ones. And I know that this has been something that you've been wondering for a little while now, and I don't know how this eclipse is going to impact your question, but I'm feeling strongly that it is going to impact the answer to your question. So, when will male Aries break the silence with nightfall bliss? First things first, you're getting the Ten of Cups in the lead here. This is the card of peace and harmony, all right? So the first thing Spirit wants you to know is that no matter what happens, it's for the highest good. So if male Aries is going to break the silence with you, it will be for the highest good. And if they don't, that will be for the highest good. So you got to understand that. That's a big card. And I think that I'm feeling some attachments. Yeah, feeling some attachments here. The Four of Pentacles coming through. The Empress, Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor. So it feels like you're attached to whether or not male Aries is going to break silence with you. And it also feels like male Aries is being pretty stingy with their communication. All right. They're holding their cards tightly and they're not sharing anything. Right? It's kind of tricky right now. The energy is not in the sharing at the moment. The energy is in highest good. So you want to be doing these two things. You want to be leaning into the Empress and the Emperor. The Emperor energy is the energy of one who understands what's needed. They are the ultimate patriarch. They are compassionate and loving and protective. And they're really good at understanding what's needed. Their executive function is like 10 out of 10, okay? And then you've got the Empress, and she's also upright. And the Empress knows how to nurture and care for a situation, how to create comfort and foster growth, all right? And she's great at communicating. So I'm feeling like there's this weird sort of contrast with these two equally powerful vibes, these two equally powerful energies. You being the Empress, where you're doing what you can to foster this communication, and then the Aries being the Emperor, where they're like, it's not the best course of action to take. So it's kind of tricky right now, and it definitely has you feeling stuck, like you can't see a way out of this because you're trying to communicate and you're not given the opportunity to do that. You got to start looking in a new direction. You got to start getting your mind on something else. I think that if you can combine the Empress and the Page of Swords and your own Emperor energy, you're going to find your way out of this, and hinging on male Aries is going to become less important. The connection will grow and the attachment will dissolve. All right? That's what I'm hearing coming through here. You've got to think outside of the box a little bit. There's not a straightforward answer here. Too many things are at play right now with this. So this is what you want to embrace. Embrace the Empress, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords, and hold that as your presence in order to achieve the Ten of Cups, okay? That is what your reading is today. There's still no sign of clarity coming from male Aries, no sign of breaking silence, okay? There's just simply a sign of being the highest good right now. So thank you for your question and thank you for that answer. We'll roll call. Hello, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing great, Mila. Mila, how are you? And then we've got Glad Valakas, and I wish I understood what that was. I do not know how to read Russian. Grim Reaper, Mila Mila. Okay. Is it too early to check on Felipe feeling intentions for you now? Last time I asked about him was 3 weeks ago. Thanks so much, ma'am. Okay. Let's find out what's going on with Felipe's thoughts and intentions and feelings toward Mila Mila. I don't think it's too soon to ask. I think it's perfectly fine to ask today. Felipe's intentions and feelings toward Mila Mila. Felipe's feelings and intentions toward Mila Mila. Breaking attachments, okay? Queen of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands. Mila Mila, right now things are weird. Things are weird with Felipe. I think that, remember we were talking about, I went back and I listened to some of those a few weeks ago, to some of the cards that came through for you. And Felipe was in a weird place because they're feeling like they can't be vulnerable. They're feeling sort of stuck and like they can't trust people. And they're very much heavily feeling that right now. They're really in a down place. And they are attached to the fear. They're attached to being afraid to like connect with people. They can't connect with people right now. Felipe is in a dark place at the moment. They can't communicate. They are unable. This Queen of Swords coming through in reverse, usually that indicates someone who sort of lashes out because they're frustrated by their inability to communicate exactly what they're experiencing. But right now, what's coming through on this is a simple failure to be able to communicate. Like they don't know what to say. They can't see their thoughts or understand their feelings clearly enough right now to have a conversation. So right now is a bad time to try and like reach out. The Ace of Wands is in reverse, and that's sort of a thumbs down card. It's like there's nothing to do right now. So right now Felipe's in a kind of bad place. Hold on, it's gonna be okay. The Ten of Cups is here, so it's like just wait a minute. All right, things are gonna be okay, but right now Felipe is not feeling at their best. Okay, so give them a little bit of space. Let them work some things through, and then enter in and bring some sunshine. Okay, and I would say I'm getting the feeling that this is not long term. This is just today. All right, so maybe tomorrow when you get up, sort of think about Felipe and see what calls to you. If you feel compelled to reach out and just deliver some sunshine, maybe that's a good idea, but not today. All right, Felipe's in a bad spot today, emotionally. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Grim Reaper, who's stressing here? Confess. Yeah, really, who's stressing? Nightfall Bliss is not stressed. Aesthetic Delta, I'm impressed, not stressed. Nightfall, stop the cap. I know it's you. Mila, stressing. Grounding energies, yeah. Chocolate. You're welcome, Aesthetic Delta. Yeah, it's a really good time to be clearing energies right now. Okay, here's a question. Michelle, when will me and my gym Friday crush break the silence? We've Run into each other for a few months. Okay. What's going on there for Aesthetic Delta and the gym crush? When will they break the silence? A little bit of this. Not yet. Delayed gratification. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so perhaps the person at the gym is kind of working on something right now. They're getting out of a bad situation. Okay, they haven't been ready to move forward with anything with anyone new, including you, because they're still kind of like getting out of a bad relationship. They're on the cleaning up phase of that. Yeah, they've suffered a loss recently, and they're still kind of like focusing on cleaning that up, breaking, and it was a bad one. It was a bad relationship that they were in. They're working, they're practicing, they're like working on getting out of it and switching gears. And I wonder if they've been working on themselves, which is why you keep on running into this person, and there's like a clear interest, right? There's a clear chemistry, but they haven't done anything to act on that yet because they're trying to work on themselves right now. Yes, they're definitely working on themselves right now. So give them a little bit of time. Okay, I think that with this Ace of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting really big energy that this person is focusing on self-improvement and healing right now, cleaning up stuff from the past that they want to leave behind and getting that closure. And they're not ready to start a new relationship with someone new. So if you guys are feeling chemistry, the best thing to do would be to just wait a minute and let them work through what it is they're working through. Definitely a sense of delayed gratification on this one. Yeah, let them do their thing. They are on their own path right now, and they have a few things to figure out, okay? There's no indication that it won't happen, though. It's just delayed, all right? So, you know, do your thing. Do your thing and let them do their thing, and then there may be a time in the near future that something changes and they are psychically ready and emotionally ready to start something new with you. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. Let's shuffle these back in and see who's coming in next. We've got Aries, the beautiful Aries princess. Good morning. Yeah, and I'm feeling that, Aesthetic Delta. I'm feeling the chemistry. I'm feeling that this person is curious about you, just like you are with them, and they are definitely interested. I think interested to the point where they're thinking about you sometimes when they're not at the gym, like you're popping up in their mind. They're not quite ready. They got some work to do first. Okay, Aries. Oh yeah, let's get a Jacob update. Okay, so I didn't see Jacob this weekend at the store or pharmacy. Maybe he doesn't work on weekends. Just an update. I'll probably see him tomorrow or Wednesday. All right, let's find out. What can Aries do? Is it a better time next time she sees Jacob? Is it going to be a good time to make a move? a good time for Aries to make a move next time she sees Jacob? Subtly. Just subtly. Maybe with like a little note. Something that's ooh, okay. So yeah, the next time you see Jacob, the energy will be more present for him to accept something. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing, you want to feel it out. Next time you see Jacob will be the right time to subtly, sort of without pressure, without big, without an audience, okay? It will be the right time to express your interest, maybe with that little note that you were talking about. I'm feeling like right now this is actually like passing a note. Do you see that in this card today? And it's going to be the right time. Okay, so next time you see Jacob, do the thing, knowing that he's a little shy and doesn't, you know, maybe isn't expecting anything. You'll be able to feel it out and express your interest in a way that he can like deal with. Okay, like he'll be in a good place to acknowledge it and spark his interest without feeling scared off. All right, so yeah, next time you see him, do the thing. Lovers. You got the Four of Wands and then the Lovers in the right hand, so that's pretty good. All right, thank you for letting me read your cards and thank you for the update. Kampachi Uzumaki. Who is thinking about you right now or dreaming about you at the moment? Let's see, Aries. Who is thinking about you or dreaming about you at the moment? Ooh. King of Swords coming out. Someone is certainly thinking of you. Who is it? Lover's card again. You caught somebody's attention. Okay, someone very near to you. Okay? Two of Wands in reverse can represent the fact that it's someone who's near to you. They're not far away geographically. And they are wondering about you. Like you are a person who they're thinking about whether or not to pursue. So yeah, there is someone thinking about you romantically. They're not too far away. Might not be the best time for them right now. The star is in reverse, and I think that's why they're wondering what to do. Like, they're interested, but maybe things don't feel quite right yet. The High Priestess in reverse, Page of Wands. Oh, no, this is what it's saying. Okay, you know who's thinking about you, and they're probably not the best person for you. That's the thing. It's someone who you already know. Someone in your local geographic vicinity. You already know them. You're already not interested in them. But they definitely are holding a flame for you. Okay? But it's like you've already gone down that road, and you know red flags are there, and you're not interested. Yeah, Temperance in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, and then the Sun. Best thing you can do is stay away from that one. I would say pursue Jacob. There's someone who's really holding a flame for you though, and it's someone that you already know you're not interested in. So beware of that. Don't let anybody come in and like throw a monkey wrench into your romantic life right now. Like if you're thinking you're in the mood to like be dating someone or you want to be in a relationship, don't settle for someone you already know you have red flags over just because like you want to be in a relationship at the moment. Pursue Jacob or some other direction. Don't let anyone like persuade you into stepping backward. Sagittarius on Jupiter. Hello. Welcome back. Yes, of course you can have a reading. Pop your question in there, or I'll just do a general. Nightfall bliss. Your astrologer stated he's circling back round again. I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling like if that's the case, if he's circling back around again based on your cards, what were your cards saying? Your cards were saying that there's no indicating factor that he's going to be breaking the silence anytime soon. If he's circling back around again, it might be internal. It might be his emperor energy figuring out what to do and what's next, you know? So keep that in mind. And the focus needs to be on you. You have to keep going back to that. You keep having to going back to focusing on your highest good, your 10 of Cups, okay? You're welcome, Mila Mila. You're welcome. Oh, wow. And a banana. Good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Motivational vibes. Hi, how are you? All right. Will I have a job by the end of this April in my local area? Motivational vibes. Will they have a job by the end of this April in their local area? Some channels. Look at some channels for motivational vibes. Job in the local area by the end of April. Ooh. So this card is making me feel very much inspired, very hopeful, because this is about you realizing at some time this month that there are things that are going to open. Wow, I asked to open up channels, and that's exactly what this card is. This is indicating that to have a job by the end of April locally, you got to let go of some of your restrictions, okay? That's the first thing. You might be needing to let some things go and explore something new as well. So it feels sort of like, yes, you can have a job locally by the end of April, or maybe locally is a loose term. Maybe locally can also apply to remote positions. Like, I don't know, but there's something where you want to expand, you want to open up more channels, and don't allow blocks to be put in place right now. If your goal is to have a job by the end of April, you have to be open to the possibility that it's something outside of what you anticipate. Knight of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, the World. Yeah, I think that that's what's occurring here. I'm going to put this card down here. if you keep on focusing on looking for just the perfect job right now, that might get you in a position where you are not feeling curious enough about potential. Okay, it's like there's a bit of a block there. That's one of the things that's blocking the possibility. You don't want to do that. You want to trust that even if it sounds like a job that's outside of your wheelhouse, like just go ahead and apply for it and see what happens. You might be surprised. There's an element here of surprise that's possible. And you got to be kind of willing to be open to that. So just keep getting your feelers out. Even if you are talking to people who you might feel skeptical of, or talking to companies that you might feel skeptical of. Like if your goal is to have a job by the end of April, you got to be willing to throw all the spaghetti up against the wall and see what sticks, okay? Because that is what's needed in order to get you out of any kind of financial bind right now. All right, it's going to be something possibly new. So you never want to deny your instincts, okay? And you never want to just grab any old job if it's a soul-crushing job and you're going to get stuck being miserable. I'm not suggesting that. That's not what's coming through. But what is coming through is that you might need to broaden your focus. Okay, and just open up some more channels. Just open some more channels and see what happens. Yeah, Empress coming in here. So open those channels and just fortify yourself. Like take care of yourself. As the channels are opening up, strengthen yourself from within so that you can be ready to take on something that maybe a week ago felt like it was not something you could handle, but then when you get in there, you're like, oh, actually, I think I'm really suited well for this. Like, I don't necessarily have the experience doing this, but actually the experience I have is perfectly applied to this. Something like that, you know? So, you're not being asked to reassess, you're being asked to fully engage right now and just be open, all right? So, yes or no, real quick. Is there a yes or a no end of April? Only if you're thinking outside of the box. Only if you're opening up those channels will that happen. You got to talk to some new people. Talk to some new people. Reach out and expand. All right? That's what's needed to find a job by the end of April. Expand. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. Feeling so like, I don't know how I'm feeling. Quiet. Somber. There's definitely a feeling. There's like a vibe with me today. And I don't know if it's me or if it's like my crew. I don't know. By crew meaning spirit guides. I don't have anybody else in here that's physical. Okay, Sagittarius on Jupiter. Yes, I'm happy to help you. Do you have a question? I'm going to scroll down and see if you have a question because you did ask. Okay, Sagittarius on Jupiter. Happy to help you. Happy, I want to read cards for you. Just pop in a little something in the chat box and let me know if you want me to focus on a certain area, a certain question, or if you just want sort of a... I'm feeling like a general reading is not going to be good today. Like you need to focus in on something. So pop your question in there. Grim Greninja. DN. Do I know what happened at DN? I don't know what DN is. Is that your question? Do you want me to read cards for that? Good morning, Stephen. How are you? Today stays a new week. What do I need to hear most for today? Divine timing. What does divine timing need to hear most for today? What does divine timing need to hear most for today? Divine timing. What do I need to hear most for today? Ooh, Ace of Cups. This is, I really like, okay, so I need to share this with you because as I was shuffling, I was seeing the and hearing and feeling the pitter patter of raindrops on a window and even like touching the skin, like a really enjoyable clarifying rain that was sort of also a wake up kind of rain. And here the first card in the lead is the Ace of Cups. And you can see that raining down. So one thing that you need to hear about today is accepting what's coming in. Okay? Allow yourself to get touched by spirit. Does that make sense? Like feel it. Get connected and allow yourself to be cleansed and reinvigorated. And if it's raining today, wherever you are, meditate, like sit and listen to the rain, okay? And then there's the sun. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands upright, the Fool in reverse. Okay, so today is not a day for action. Okay, although this is coming up, this is an action card, you're being told it's not a day for action. And it's not a day to focus on the bright light, whatever that means. Like, don't follow the light, okay? Focus on the rain. Focus on, I really hope you get some rain today because it's going to be really, really good for you. And if there's no rain coming in your area, maybe put some rain sounds on and meditate to that. That's the energy that you need coming in today. Not the bright illumination of the sun, not following the light and diving into something, okay? That's not what you want to do. You want to calm, let the rain come down, let it clear things out. It's not time to act on anything. It's time to allow that clearing, okay? That's for you today. Anything else coming in? King of Wands in reverse. You got a couple of fives in here today. Yeah, it's like there's something energetically shifting right now, and things are sort of teeter-tottering back and forth, like almost on the fence kind of energy. And in order for you, like, to experience highest good, you want to be focusing in on the rain type of energy, not the sun type of energy. Today is rain energy, okay? Clearing, waking up, just waking up kind of energy, but not in your face, following the light, acting out loud. Not that, okay? Rain energy, just whatever that means to you. Rain energy. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. Very abstract reading come through from Spirit for you today, but I can't get anything other than rain energy. Like, keep focused on that. Okay. Janice Keith. Oh, that's a great question. All right. Welcome in. And I don't know if it's Janice or Giannis. Either way, beautiful name. Let's see. Is this Reiki going to work for this lady today? This is doing Reiki for a lady today. Is going to work for her. You're going to need to focus here You're going to need to focus right here for her, okay? She's got, if you can, she's got a block here that's driven by here. So pay attention to that because she's going to end up releasing something. Yeah, she's going to release something. It's going to open up her throat chakra. Ace of Swords, yeah. Ace of Wands, no. The Sun in reverse, Knight of Cups. Yeah, so, okay. With this person, she's going to come in here to the Reiki session being very in her mind, okay? Her mind is going to be protecting her, and she's going to have a hard time getting out of her head. She's going to have a lot of thoughts. You can't just tell her to clear her thoughts. That's going to just activate more thoughts. You're going to have to address some of the chakras that deal with her, like, emotions. She's got an emotional block, and she's doing everything cognitively that she can in order to protect that block. Does that make sense? So you're going to have to feel your way through this one. You can't just shine a light on it. You can't just look at her and be like, hey, here's what's going on with you right now, and you need to stop doing that to open this up. This is what's needed. You gotta really feel it out. All right, really feel it out and see if you can work out that block. Yeah, and be patient. Okay, this is going to be, if you can get that moving, it's going to get her on track to come back for more. It'll be enough for her to be like, okay, there's more work to do, and I want to do it. So that's how to go about this one coming in today. Okay, too much mind stuff going on for this person, and it's because she's protecting. She is protecting the block. It's like she's got a block in place and she wants to keep it there because it feels like she needs it. But if you can navigate her just through empathy, through like really focusing in on where that block is and gently nudge that, okay, you'll clear something for her, and it'll be the first step. So yeah, I think it's going to be successful today. Thank you for your question. Stephen Yuri, are things lining up to move forward? Are things lining up to move forward? Stephen Yuri. Are things lining up to move forward for Stephen Yuri? 7 of Pentacles, the Chariot. Well, yes, things are lining up, okay? You're not like, it's not imminent, okay? It's not time right now, but the question was, are they lining up to move forward? And yes, absolutely. The things that you've been doing are getting things in place for the Chariot here to move forward. I mean, it just absolutely, the answer is yes. So it's not time to act right this second, but everything that you have been doing and everything that is occurring around you is getting things in place to move forward. Yeah, next steps are coming soon. Okay, you're still in the planning phases, or not planning phases, you're in the action phases. And you're getting everything, you're actively getting things lined up. The energy around you is actively getting things lined up. So yes, everything is lining up, which is awesome. and you will be moving forward soon. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. I hope you had a good weekend. Taylor Ray, good morning. What do I need to know or keep in mind this week? Let's find out. I need to know or keep in mind this week. Taylor Ray. Delayed gratification. Be patient. Be patient. You might need to do a little bit of reworking, okay? Find some balance. You don't want to do anything in excess this week. If you're looking for quick solutions or quick results, understand that you're going to not get those, okay? This is a time for balance. You got to get things rebalanced a little bit. Probably if you're feeling like you've been financially burdened or in some way disconnected from receiving, you are working your way out of that. So you want to make sure you're focusing on that, but not focusing so much that it's taking all of your time. Okay, just give it the energy that it desires, that it needs, so that you're working on it. Okay. And yeah, this is going to be a good week. You're going to start out, if you can start off slow and really give every aspect of your life the attention it needs right now without doing anything in excess. By the end of the week, you're going to see results, okay? You're going to see some hope, some silver lining, some encouraging news, feeling better in general. So just make sure you're staying balanced, okay? And that means some things might need to be a little bit shifted with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, okay? You might need to reallocate your energies a little bit. So make sure everything is getting the appropriate degree of your attention. Don't neglect anything and don't overdo anything. Be careful to keep everything balanced, all right? There's a sensation coming through that you're going to have an expectation early in the week, and when you don't see that expectation met, you're going to jump to trying to rush it or trying to throw everything you have at it to make it happen, and that's not the direction you want to go. Just be patient, okay? And then you'll get the results you're seeking. Thank you for letting me read your cards. Sassy Edits, hello. To what my job could be related to. Okay, Sassy Edits, to what my job could be related to. What could your job be related to? What could Sassy Edits' job be related to? What could Sassy Edits' job be related to? Let's see. Got some interesting cards coming through my right hand. Have you ever thought about being a social worker? Right now, Seven of Cups coming through upright is certainly saying that like you're having a really hard time focusing on one thing. You're having some real trouble narrowing things down, and part of the reason is because you're unclear about what you're feeling called to do. Wow, and there might also be, is there pressure? Is there family pressure, or is there conflict surrounding your job? That's okay. I'm being painted a picture in these cards. So here's your bed of thoughts, everything everywhere. You're like, should I do this? Should I do that? Where should I go? What should I do? And within this, you know, fantasy land are all of the ideas. And ideas are not yet concrete. Okay? Ideas can turn into something concrete, but they're still flexible and movable. And also based on our own imagination, right? So that's why there's so much challenge right now for you to know what to do. And I got when I was reading your cards, when I was not reading, when I was shuffling your cards, I was getting the Six of Cups in my right hand. I was getting the Ten of Cups in reverse, and I was getting messages like she needs to be working with children. There's some kind of helping children. There's like social work or repairing families or family counseling. And then here are the cards that came out. So this is an upset family. This is a family that does not know how to get along. They might not have a lot of money. And then there's conflict, okay? And then there's this Knight of Pentacles, which is slow and steady progress towards something. So I think that a job related to you, suited to you, would have something to do with helping families, helping children or helping families. It might be financial help, like maybe you work in a school and you help you know, find grants and scholarships for young people, or it's something like that. I feel like you're definitely supposed to be at least starting to learn about things of that nature. Okay, like that's a solid direction for you. So maybe play around with that. See how that feels. And I would go as far as to say explore and see if you're inspired at some point along the route of exploration of that. Okay? Because it's strongly coming through. Let go of whatever is stopping you from taking that path. Okay? There are some thoughts, there are some beliefs that you have that are making you say, no, not for me, not for me. Those are just beliefs. That doesn't mean they're true. Okay? So thank you for letting me read your cards today. You're welcome, Motivational Vibes. Oh, wow. You're welcome, Divine Timing. You're welcome, Giannis. You're welcome, Stephen. David Price, can I have advice and guidance, please? Yes. Do you just, okay, let's just go with advice and guidance for David Price. Advice and guidance for David Price. For David Price, please have advice and guidance. Okay, David Price, got that headache back, and I'm getting this very warm, glowing, loving light toward that headache. So the first message I'm receiving for you is to please sit in a way that you feel totally secure. Let your body feel completely supported by whatever you're sitting on or laying on. And focus in on areas of discomfort and imagine letting through a warm, white, glowing light directed from spirit to those areas. I'm feeling some of it lift off right now. That's the first thing coming through, okay? That's not your card reading yet. That's just what I'm being instructed to relay to you. Wow. Peace, calmness, it's soothing. It's soothing. Star, healing waters. Balance. Here's your advice. Here's your guidance. You want to be balanced, okay? Receive what is being given to you openly and give what is needed openly, okay? There's a reciprocation factor in this. You've got to be able to receive as well as you're giving, and you've got to be able to give the overflow of abundance after you've received, okay? Yeah, let go. There's a feeling of holding on very tightly to something. It could be something you're just simply afraid to let go of. It could be that you're being asked to help and you're not sure that it's okay to help. It's important that if you're being asked to help right now, that you go ahead and help in some way that you can. All right? That needs to happen in order for yourself and others to be soothed and cared for. This is the balance that's needed. Queen of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're not holding the space. I think that's why I'm experiencing the headache. There's a block here. There's a protective barrier. It's a fear-based barrier. Okay? You're afraid to let go of something, or you're afraid to give, you're afraid to receive. Before the act of giving or receiving, just create a little space for the action of doing that. Okay? Imagine sitting, being in the middle of, just meditate on this. Just sit and imagine a little space that you're not holding. You're not gripping onto it. You're just letting some space rest right here. Okay? And within that space that's very easy to hold on to, you are allowing something to come in, and you're also allowing something to go out. Okay? Just play around with that. Play around with holding that space. All right? These tiny rituals that we can do have big, big impacts on how our life plays out. Okay, I started off earlier today talking about the action of clearing a little corner if you're feeling stuck or you're not sure how to move forward with this solar eclipse in Aries. I started out today talking about how you can pick a little room, pick a little corner, clean it out, right? Just get things cleaned out. And in its place, plant something. And this is a ritual like that, where you're creating space for receiving and giving. And sometimes it's giving first and then receiving, because that space needs to be there for either of those actions. So that's what's coming in for you today. There's something blocked. It feels like, and I'm not saying for you that you're experiencing a headache. I'm experiencing a headache, which is describing a painful block. There's something being blocked, okay? Yeah. This is what opens up the new opportunity. You have an opportunity right now to open this. So pay attention to that, all right? Sometimes giving ends up coming back in big, big ways. And sometimes being able to receive allows you to give much more, okay? That's the balance of it. That's how this works. So play around with that. All right, David Price? Thank you for letting me read your cards today. That was your advice and guidance today from Spirit. Hey, Ana Lopez, how are you? Yeah, we have a lot of questions today. You're welcome, Taylor Ray. Ana Lopez, mine is, I don't feel attached to R in a good way, but I'm curious what to do to progress things. Not even romantically. I honestly just want to connect with him about music. Why do I feel him resisting? Oh, let's let's see. Why is R resisting? Why is R resisting? Why does Anna feel R resisting? Why does Anna feel R resisting? I think you feel R resisting because there's confusion about what the intentions are. As you mentioned, you're feeling attached to them in a good way, and you want to pursue things not even necessarily romantically, but just to, have, it can just be about music with him. And I'm wondering if they are receiving mixed signals. This can often be associated with mixed signals. So R might be resisting for lack of clarity, and maybe they want different things than you do. So that might be part of the resistance. Yeah, it's like they're working on something other than what you're working on. Like maybe they want something romantic, or maybe they want a best friend, or maybe they don't want to progress in the music thing, but they also really like you and they don't want to not progress at all. So there's sort of this confusion still right now about what the intentions are. Okay, and you guys might not be on the same page with that. King of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse, Seven of Wands upright. So the reason I think you're feeling a good attachment, and I'm gonna replace that, because when I use the word attachment, it has a different connotation. So I'm gonna say the reason you're feeling a connection to R and you want to progress things is because there is something worth progressing. There's possibility for something to flourish from this, but it's not ready yet. And it's like you guys just sort of don't know how to make it flourish, But it's like that it's there, you just don't know exactly what to do with it. And they're kind of in the same boat. There's a breakdown of being able to properly assess this and know what to do with it. But if you keep playing around with it, I think you're going to find that you'll figure it out, because you're getting the Seven of Wands here. So it's worth following up on. It's worth pursuing. It's worth talking about. And it's worth both of you deciding what you actually want in this relationship. I think that that's probably going to be the key to all of this, is figuring out what you both really want from this relationship. Yeah. Yeah. Let go of the barriers here. Let go of the fears. They also need to let go of the fears. There's some insecurity. There's still some insecurity in this. And that we can omit. If you just focus on the things that you like about the relationship and you like about the other person, and you don't worry about the insecurities, and invite them to do the same. Okay? This person, I think that they struggle a little bit with feeling vulnerable, feeling insecure. I don't think that they're used to that. I think they've probably been hurt by that before, and they're not always ready, I think that there might be a little bit of that in here. So get your intentions clear and communicate openly with them. All right, you'll find victory in this. It's worth following up on. It just needs that openness. Okay. Thank you for letting me read your question. All right, let's see. You're welcome. Let me scroll down. Okay, so we are, I don't know what happened to Sagittarius. Where did they go? I don't want them to just, they really wanted a reading and they never did put their question in there, but I don't want them to leave without a reading. So maybe I'll go ahead and Sagittarius on Jupiter. Can I get a reading after this one, of course? Okay, I'm just going to give a general for Sagittarius. Sagittarius on Jupiter. They never did pop a question in. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just read for them. I was hoping we could get a question, but I don't see it in there. I think they left the room. The disappointment card came in. I think they left disappointed. I guess they didn't hear me request their question. It's okay. Let's see what we can offer. Maybe they'll return. Sagittarius on Jupiter. Okay, they are also trying to make, okay, so their reading is going to be about making a decision, acting on something that they've been planning. And it's a big transformation. This is something, I think the reason they have been working on this is because they are entering into something brand new. They're ready to start something fresh. And they've actually come to the point where they are physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally ready to do this. They are ready to transform and step in. And it's looking beautiful. This King of Pentacles coming in here. Sagittarius on Jupiter, whatever you've been working toward in terms of transformation, maybe stepping into a new job, stepping into a new role, stepping into a new country, whatever it is, this is a good move for you. This is a good transformation to have, and you are really stepping into a chapter of great wealth and abundance, okay? So just go for it, okay? Go for it. Don't let anything block your energy, all right? Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I think you're worried that you're going to be dissatisfied. You don't have to worry about that. Just act. Just act. Don't let the thoughts of possible disappointment creep in. And you're feeling, and also if you're feeling like maybe I can make things the way they are work and we'll just keep doing that, don't. It's your time to make a transformation. So do it. You're getting the green light. Don't settle. Do not settle. Don't put any more energy into settling. All right, so that was for Sagittarius on Jupiter. Let me scroll back down here. Okay, there's Lopez, has the added David Price. All right, this is for Namaste. Hi, I'm Megan Jane. Can you please tell something about me and my life? I'm so vulnerable and weird from long time. I was not like this before. Okay. Namaste. Something about them and their life. They're so vulnerable and weird from a long time. It's not like that before. Okay. Just make a change. I'm getting it in my throat here, like it's closing up, like unable to speak. There's that coming through. There's a pain in my throat, and it's on the right side. It's not the whole throat. It's just one spot. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Tower in reverse. I think you might be afraid to walk away from something that feels like it's supporting you. But you feel like you kind of have to walk on eggshells in order to maintain that. It's like you've taken on, either you're depending on a person or a job or something in your life has you kind of almost by the balls a little bit. It's like you can't speak up. You can't do what it is you need to do in order to be free or content or pursue what it is you need to pursue because you're relying on something, and whatever you're relying on has you in a position where you have to kind of placate to it. You have to kind of do what it tells you to do. And I don't know if that's a person or a job or so. It's some situation. And you have to constantly try to avoid starting something, like it feels like it's always up to you to avoid the conflict when you're actually dealing with a situation where the person or the business or whatever is one that is looking for trouble. They're looking for reasons to start conflict. And that I think is not a great position to be in for you. You're constantly looking to temper the situation. And you're pretty good at it. You're pretty good at being the peacekeeper or avoiding the conflict or keeping everything at a cool temperature. But I don't know that that's the best place for you to, yeah, it's not. It's not the best way for you to be applying your strengths. It is totally taking all of your energy and not allowing you to have any kind of a refill. You're not holding space for yourself. You're constantly using your energy to create peace around you. And it's throwing you off. Your Magician is in reverse here. Yeah, I think you need to do something. What can you do about this? Be disappointed. Allow others to be disappointed. You got to make a change. You have to be willing to let go of whatever comforts are being given to you in this, like the creature comforts, the financial support. You might have to be willing to not have that in order to get out of this situation. But you do need some rebalancing. Like, things will be okay, and you can ask for help. That's the other thing here. I think it's time for you to ask for help. All right? Ask for some guidance. It could actually be asking for monetary help. But I feel like this is a really bad situation for you to continue to be in, because you are being taken advantage of. And you're really, really good at navigating it. It's like you're staying on top of it, but you have to walk such a thin line. And it's not going to get better. It's going to get harder, and it's going to get worse. The consequences of accidentally stepping off of the line, even if for a moment, are going to get more and more severe. So it's time to start asking for help and finding a way out of whatever that situation is. Whether it's a relationship or a job or something, it's something. Maybe it's an ex. It could even be your parents, who knows? It's someone, though, that you're relying, it's like you're reliant upon the financial help that you're receiving from this situation. And you got to find something else. Thank you for letting me read your cards today. All right. Joko. Hello, BB. Good morning. I'd like a love reading. I'm a Cancer and he's a Leo. Thank you. Yes, Ari, your question was done. Actually, both of them were. Um, I asked for an update on the Jacob situation after you gave me an update on the Jacob situation, and then you had a question that I answered. Who's thinking of you? BB, good morning. I'd like a love reading. Cancer and Leo. Could we have a love reading for BB, please? And then I'll take a quick look, but I gotta go pretty soon. I'll take it. If you haven't already put your question in, oh, I think this is the last one. I think I'm seeing names in here that, oh, hello, Iran. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the last reading for BB. All right. This is that love reading for BB and Leo. Love reading for BB and Leo. Sunshine. Action. Judgment in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Knight of Cups upright. I think you have to work on communication with Leo. I really do. I think you have to more openly communicate and create a space for communication with you and Leo, because there is some real good energy between you two. There's potential for family. There's an innocence about your relationship. There's purity. There's love. There's joy. And there's a great deal of like potential, but there are some misjudgments. There are some wrong assessments. There's some breakdown, communication breakdown that causes some assumptions that are not correct. And then it's like, I think you're both maybe the type of people who are internalizing and sort of ruminating, when really what you need to be doing is talking to each other and being open and listening, okay? There needs to be some listening here. So talking and listening, being honest, because there's definitely some assumptions and some ruminating on those assumptions that might cause some trouble, some friction between you guys. And it's best to act now, okay? Act now on working this out, because I really think there's a lot of potential for you guys. I think that this could be a good love match if you can break through the communication breakdown, all right? There's a romance, a depth of love, a depth of connection, an ability to really, it's like your other person, you know, like there's really good chemistry here. There could be, but it has to be communicated. And you might need to find new ways to communicate with each other, because something isn't working. So there is a communication breakdown. Something's not working, and you might need to play around with that and find a new way to communicate. And it's not by overthinking. You have to tell the truth. You've got to be open and honest. All right? And you've got to listen to the truth as well. That's going to help you clean up the areas of the relationship that aren't working. Okay? So, yeah, open communication with this person. If you're in a relationship already, you got to work on how you're communicating with them. If you're not yet in a relationship, start it from a basis of truth, honesty, and clear communicating, because there's some really good potential there. Okay? Also, there's a chance that someone in that relationship between you and Leo, there's a chance that one of you believes that they have to be feeling insecure or jealous. And the truth is, whoever is feeling jealous or insecure doesn't need to. Okay? You don't need to. So that's important to know. All right. I think that that's it. Hi, Shannon B. Well, thank you, everyone. Yes, that was it. I think I got to everyone this morning. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Thank you for stopping by. If you didn't catch the Earth Magic Monday reading at the beginning, I recommend it. It was a good reading about how to work with this beautiful Aries energy that we're stepping into here. And I will be back tomorrow for the True Intentions Tuesday. So if you're interested in checking back in, please consider subscribing so that you get a notification for when I'm going in live. And I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful day.